So, um, believe it or not, some of the mainstream leftists, if you will, are not fond of Dave Chappelle's new Netflix special called Sticks and Stones. Let's go right into it. I'm gonna give my thoughts. See, Vice, um, you can definitely skip Dave Chappelle's new Netflix special Sticks and Stones. Here you go. The comedian doubles down on misogyny and transphobia, yada yada. And then the root says that you can basically skip it, and there's all these people. If you go look at some of the videos that are floating around with some of the jokes that he's telling, you got people just up and mad, and it's just these mainstream alphabet SJW types who are upset. Now this is where I'm at with it. It just goes to show culturally how idiotic these chumps are, because all they have done, people that aren't fans or the strongest fans of Dave Chappelle, they have now incentivized them to go watch it because it's pissing you off. Because it's pissing you off. People are now like, you know what, we're gonna go check it out. And you're funneling people over there to them. It's having that again. It's that blowback thing. It's the same thing that popped off with Steven Crowder and Vice of all people and their boy Carlos Maza, where over dramatic, and then you just send people to go support out of spite. Really, is what's happening. They're going to support the folks that are pissing you off. But here's the thing, and why I think this Dave Chappelle thing is so necessary in today's climate, and that Dave Chappelle he's always been like this for the most part, but he's saying, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Like, I don't care. I'm gonna piss off pretty much everybody. If you've seen the special, he's joking on a lot of different people. And this is what gets me about these types. Comedians, I think, culturally play a very significant role when it comes to folks, even with these sort of differences, right? Being able to laugh together, right? Being able to laugh together at each other, right? And nobody gets spared. What unfortunately has happened with, like, for example, the LBGTQ plus community, is that they think they're above being joked about. And Dave Chappelle actually tells a joke in that regards, and like, oh, I can say this, but I can't say that. And that's, again, you're creating these sort of response agencies that are like, dude, it's too much. You consider every time somebody's like, you know what, dude, I'm not really with that shit. They're transphobic. They're homophobic. If anybody's doing anything but just full blown supporting you, that's what they are. And then you can't even be joked about, right? And this is what Dave Chappelle, like, I can say all this shit, fucked up shit about black people. Nobody's mad. But the minute I say some shit about somebody gay, people are upset. And that's the trip about this all. And I think that community needs to look at themselves and understand that approach, right? In which you being coddled, you want to be coddled. Nobody can make fun of you. Nobody can. And again, it's one thing to sort of, and I understand it. I certainly understand that it's different if somebody's like attacking you or using aggression upon you because of what you are. That's a completely different thing. But to think that you're above being fucking joked about, and then on the other side be like, well, you're for equality and all of these buzz terms that you like to use, or we just want to be treated equally. Well, part of being treated equally, which doesn't exist, that's a whole different story. But part of being treated equally, logically, in that sense, is you got to get joked about just like everybody else. And you should be able to be like, all right, yeah, it's funny. You know what I mean? It's funny. Ha ha ha. We can laugh together. It's all good, right? I wish some of you guys would see some, like, Backwards. My band is a very diverse band, and we make all kinds of fucked up jokes about each other. And, you know, me being black, and, you know, we got Hispanics, we got white folks, we got Alex, who is ginger. You know what I mean? So it's funny. It's very funny, but that we love each other. Like, we legitimately, like, you know, we love each other as brothers, and you should be able to take a goddamn joke, right? But he is so necessary because he does come from a different cloth. He's not a newer school sort of comedian. And back in the day, you could say shit and it was like all good. But now you got to kind of tread lightly. And this special, the fact that people are saying it's shock value, though he's not necessarily saying anything that we along the lines is different, or more so, he's not saying anything that's different in terms of content that we wouldn't expect from Dave Chappelle. But because the climate has changed and everybody's fucking offended at everything, people are overreacting to what he's saying. But again, that culture is going to support him because we tired of this shit, bro. We like, I went into it, I ain't gonna even lie, myself. Like, it's Dave Chappelle. You know, a big fan of the Chappelle show back in the Gap. I was like, I'll see this like along with the other specials. I'll see it when I see it, right? But now I'm like, oh, they're mad at it? Oh, I gotta check this shit out now. I gotta fucking check it out. But it's so fucking necessary in this climate, not only because we get to laugh at each other, but also for an entertainer to just be like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, it is what it is. Y'all gonna be offended? Fuck it. I'm gonna put this shit out. And that's so desperately what we need in this climate is a bunch of people getting on their platforms, utilizing it, and not holding fucking punches, man. Like, not holding punches, certainly from a comedian standpoint, which those are the main people that you should expect to make fun of everybody. Black, white, rich, poor, gay, straight. You should expect that because that's their literal jobs to do that. But there's a sector of individuals, these SJW leftists, right? Like you say, see Vice, old misogyny, like it's all good. Dave Chappelle jokes about dudes, black folks all the time, and we just sit back like, ha ha ha, this shit was fucking funny. It was fucking funny, man. But y'all motherfuckers, dog, it's crazy. It's crazy. But again, I'm seeing on my timeline people I know didn't fuck with Dave Chappelle like that. They're like, well, now I gotta fuck with him because he's pissing y'all off. Y'all don't even understand the effect of this dramatization, bro. Get a grip.